ना लगाऊंगी चाल कुछ है रिकॉर्डिंग जोनी पहला लाल बटन देखाय हाँ sorry so I have divided my thesis into 6 chapters. The 5th one is the judicial response. The next is conclusion and suggestions, in which the conclusion and suggestions are very interesting and worth seeing. Coming to the historical background and various modes. Sir, मैं एक chapter करूँ? Sir, JT sir, एक chapter करूँ कि પછી conclusion suggestions? The first is the concept of historical background and its various modes, the arbitration, how it is involved, what was before. The arbitration 1996 Act, basically it was divided into 3 prior to 1996 amendment. That was the 1937 Arbitration and Protocol Convention, the 1994 Arbitration Act, the 1961 Foreign Award Recognition and Enforcement Act. The 1996 Act is a comprehensive piece laid on the models and the guidelines of UNICITRAL. The meaning of alternate dispute is defined. It includes parties, negotiation, mediation, conciliation, and arbitration. However, arbitration holds a very good position in as well as the concept of alternate dispute resolution is involved. These are the various procedures. The few techniques which are known, most probably they are from USA. They are practiced in USA right now. Few of them, the Indian people also might not be knowing. They are negotiation, mediation, conciliation, summary trials, collaborative. As we are running short of time, I may not go into each and every one of it. Plea bargaining, concilio arbitration, Michigan mediation, and all. There are hybrid type of alternate dispute resolution. We are like MEDAR, concilio arbitration, court annex mediation. Then I have explained about next I have explained the role of different international non-government organization of alternate dispute resolution. It consists of LCIA, ICC, ICCA, the AAA, ICSID, AALCC, the national arbitration bodies in foreign countries. In almost all countries, there are special arbitration institutions for the settlement of commercial dispute. This institute play a vital role in developing the infrastructure of international commercial arbitration. India is now marching towards coming into institutional arbitration. The next chapter is chapter 3, that is the journey of Arbitration and Conciliation Act. It consists of the special features and the salient features of the Arbitration and Conciliation Act 1996, the Arbitration and Conciliation Act 2015, the key amendment in the Arbitration and Conciliation Act 2015, which is very good and worth having a look, better than what I think that is better than the new amendment of 2019. These are the few sections where there is a change is done, amendment is done. The report of high-level committee to review the institutionalization of arbitration mechanism in India, that was chaired by Justice B.N. Sri Krishna, who is retired Justice of the Supreme Court of India. These are the various suggestions by the Sri Krishna committee, which is not followed by word by the new appointment, by the coming in the appointment. These are the qualification and experience of arbitrators that was in the suggestions. Coming to the chapter 4, that is arbitration, Indian perspective and comparative study of arbitration with other countries. Now the thing which I have compared are the provisions of UNICITRAL law, provisions of law, that is Indian arbitration law, Hong Kong arbitration law, Singapore arbitration law, South African arbitration law, China arbitration law, and US arbitration law. The things that I have discussed, or the basis of difference which I have noted in all these countries are, the first is the commencement of arbitration proceeding, seat of arbitration, law applied, procedure of evidence, interim measure, recourse against arbitral award, appeal, and enforcement of awards. Coming to the judicial response of arbitration, the dissatisfaction of the Indian courts articulated in Guru Nanak Foundation versus Ratan Singh and Sons is true in today's context. As Honorable Justice D.A. Desai sir very rightly stated, interminable, time-consuming, complex and expensive court procedure impel jurists to search for an alternate forum that will be less formal, more effective and speedy for resolution of dispute. In this context, lawyers laugh and legal philosophers weeps. Indian forum choose the parties for expeditious process and arbitration or ADR can be considered as the best. Coming to my conclusion, which I would like to suggest that going through all the laws, especially the Arbitration and Conciliation Law Amendment of 2019 and 15, the judiciary has recognized that alternate dispute is a good way to combat the overburdened judiciary, but still there are few lacunas to be corrected, and India needs more step to be considered as an international hub. The intention of the amendment was very clear, but there are few flaws. Am I audible?
I'm just not audible.
Chintan bhai, am I audible?
Not audible. Yes, just, please.
Desai sir, hello.
Just
Hello.
yes. Yes.
Am I audible now?
Yes.
Yeah.
You are audible.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Thank you. Screen देखाय છે સર નથી દેખાતું
Yes.
नहीं मैं स्क्रीन शेयर करेली તે नहीं દેખાતી sorry for technical problems. Okay. Recording चालू છે
Yes. Yes.
Okay, fine. The matter that is most noted in the amendment of 2019 is that the government has more of impact on the formation of the team, and that shows the dishonesty, or that shows something like not having a proper and faithful attitude of the government. Whereas 46% of the cases are that of government only. The power to appoint arbitrator, that is section 11, is also something that is to be not that much appreciated. The Shri Krishna Committee report, which suggests the suggestions of the NITI Aayog that the judgment debtor must mandatorily deposit 75% of sum awards, were also not followed. The confidentiality clause in the 2019 amendment is good. It is a good initiative. The fact that the court will choose a designation and arbitration institute will be limited to the option present in India. That is a good initiative. The problem faced by governmental control over the institutionalization process can be nepotism, lack of transparency in grading procedure. That extra interference of government in arbitral institute is something not welcoming. The second is non-official code of conduct, neither any rules to be stringently followed when ultimately result in the arbitrators enjoying an unprecedented autonomy. That is also to be checked. It fails to notice the procedural aspect intrinsic to the complex international arbitration. The Amendment 2000 fails to provide any guidelines for the composition or procedure to adopt by the Arbitral Institute for the purpose of arbitrators' appointment. Section 23. The provision will ensure no party on the pretext of supplementary pleading resulting in the delay of arbitral proceedings. That itself is good. Now, concluding, I would like to conclude that India always faces the criticism of being non-friendly to arbitrational jurisdiction. However, there are more misses than hits in several provisions. One can consider it as a positive step in the right direction, but India as a country in whole is yet a bit far from becoming a global arbitration hub in comparison with other countries. The entire hypothesis formed during the initiation of the study are tested and found correct. India is still a step backward, and there needs to be a strong legislation. The suggestions are Government should constitute collegium for appointment of members of arbitrator council, mandatory provision for arbitration in certain cases, use of blockchain technology, use of online resolution techniques, that is ODR, awareness about arbitration and ADR culture, establishment of multi-door courts, house system, decriminalization of offenses covered under the Indian Penal Code, imparting legal literacy about arbitration, practical training about arbitration in law colleges and law schools, reservoir of trained arbitrators, free arbitration service in certain cases, effective awards, setting up more arbitration centers or institutes. Government should convince people effectively, reduction in the interference of the court, matter should be on day-to-day hearing, inquiry about arbitration clause, contempt of arbitral tribunal should be punishable, making arbitration process a bit less formal, encourage disputing parties to opt for arbitration, compulsory, arbitration should be compulsory for all commercial litigation, arbitration should take help from media in its publicity, spreading the success story of arbitration, adopt best practices from other countries, developed a digital network, development of digital network, allowing foreign advocates to arbitrate in India, a separate arbitration bar, changing the traditional mindset, recourse to fast-track arbitration as suggested by the 2015 amendment, and arbitration of wheel, that is having a mobile arbitration from buses or vans, etc. Special thanks to, I'm running short of time, so I cannot tell each and everyone, but special thanks to all the judges and advocates who have answered my questionnaire, who have answered me personally, who have answered through my Google Forms. I'm very much thankful to all of them. A very big thank you to all of you also. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Sir, communication.
All right, audible? Yes, now the session is open
Not to
for
Samrat, sir.
questions from participants.
Mute, sir.
So,
Any questions from participants? Participant open કરી પછી બંધ કરી દઈશું પછી આપણે મોલેશન ની ઇન્વાઇટ કરીએ. Yes. મોલેશન ની ઇન્વાઇટ કરીએ આપણે બધાને. એમએસથી ચાલુ કરીએ અમે ચાલુ જ કરીએ. હેલો મોલિયા સર.
yes, yes. Sir,
Yes, now
we'll invite a question
yes.
from first from the participants and then I will ask. If there are other participants who want to ask the question, they are free to ask the question. Ask in the end one or two questions.
Yes, yes, yes. Let them ask.
That participant also want to ask one or two questions. Ask the question. If anybody is interested, otherwise we'll proceed.
Shanaz madam, can I ask?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You are audible.
What is your suggestion regarding new Consumer Protection Act 2019, which now provides for mediation also?
Ma'am, what is? Ma'am, can you repeat the question?
New Consumer Protection Act 2019
Yes,
now provides for mediation also.
now provide.
So any for mediation.
Yes, 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 yes.
Your inputs regarding that, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, as I've discussed and as I've suggested in my suggestions, that petty matters like torts or IPC or like consumer protection, that should definitely opt for arbitration and mediation, and that is the best way to lessen the burden of court in these petty matters. And consumer protection being one that can be solved amicably also, where both the parties are at win-win position, that itself is a very good provision to decrease the load and the burden of judiciary. Yes, ma'am, I do support that. Very true.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Thanks for the question.
So is there any other participant who would like to ask the question?
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, Vishal bhai.
Yes, I want to ask one question that you are telling about arbitration and conciliation. Then most of disputes are there in corporate sectors, and for resolving these disputes, company secretaries are there. So you
Yes.
have included any aspect of that company secretary, or what you want to say for that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Vishal sir. I have included in my suggestions that there needs to be a compulsory law, the compulsory clause of arbitration in the contract itself, charted and made by whomsoever, that if there is any dispute arises, if any dispute arises, one can definitely avail the benefit of arbitration or mediation as an alternate dispute resolution method or a mode or a mechanism. And I also suggested
Ma'am,
blockchain technology, that is a new technology in which it is fed that if this happens, then this is going to be the outcome. It is just like a computer type process that should be. Artificial intelligence in the court should also be promoted and should also be encouraged. That is what I have already suggested in my suggestions. Thank you, Vishal bhai. Vishal.
ma'am, precisely I want to ask for company secretary.
As such, I have not gone for company secretary in details, but I have suggested that there needs to be an arbitration clause in each and every contract having a commercial or a business type of nature.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, Vishal sir.
Ma'am, I have one question.
Yes, Chintan sir.
What do you believe regarding that? How challenging is online dispute resolution for India right now?
Yes, thank you. Very nice question, Chintan sir. As there are pros and cons to every concept or every aspects, there are pros and cons to online dispute resolution only. Just as like now we are having a online PhD defense. There are technical issues which needs to be handled very carefully, as well as there are convenient issues where everyone can have the litigation or the judgment at his or her own convenience. So there are two sides of a coin, but I definitely and firmly believe that online dispute resolution system is definitely going to help and to sort out the piles of cases in the superior courts or in the district courts, and would definitely help to lessen down the burden of the judiciary. It is online dispute resolution mechanism is a must to follow and very nice concept indeed, having its own limitations.
Thank you, madam. Thank you.
Thank you, Chintan sir.
So I think we have given enough opportunity to the participants. So now we'll, so madam, the one of your main objective of doing the research was that it reduced the judicial burden.
Yes, sir.
So, so can you explain us that whether after undergoing your thesis, whether you come across that it is in fact reducing the burden of judiciary, or there are some lacuna in that thing? That is the one
Yes.
thing. So now, so on the basis of this objective, obviously you would have found both the kind of observations. What are the two strong suggestions? Because you have given various suggestions. So what are the two strong loopholes? Because you have said that you will identify the loopholes.
Yes,
So what
sir.
are the two strong loopholes and two strong suggestions to make arbitration successful in India? Only two I want, which are according to you, which are the two strong? You have given many suggestions, but I want
Yes.
only two suggestions, two
Yes.
loopholes and two strong suggestions.
Yes, yes, sir. Coincidentally, sir, both the loopholes and both the suggestions are very much related. The first is pertaining to the amendment in 2019. The first loophole is very undue influences of the government in the formation of arbitral tribunal as well as everything. And the suggestion is that more of the interference of the government should be stopped or should be having control. And the second is more influence and more influences of courts and more intervention of courts. And the suggestion is intervention of courts should be as less as possible, as less as 0 or as less as 0.01. Then only the charm and the beauty of alternate dispute resolution will move and will be to its 100%. Unless and until there is more intervention of government and unless and until there is more intervention of courts, alternate dispute resolution system or mechanism cannot bloom to its fullest. That is my suggestions, and that is the loophole in each and every, in fact, each and every amendment of the Arbitration and Conciliation Act. Sir.
Okay. Now
That
the
needs to
another
be
question.
stopped.
You, madam, you have discussed about the various international commercial international arbitration associations like ICC, ICCA, and various others, and
Yes, sir.
also discussed the comparative study of various arbitration law of China, Singapore, and various other countries, South Africa, and with India. So, on the basis of comparative study, this question is related to your comparative analysis, and your one of the hypotheses was also that India is not fully settled as international hub of arbitration when it comes to institutionalization of arbitration. So on doing the comparative study, which are the parameters? Only two suggestions again I want, that what are the two weaknesses because of which India has not come up as an in matter of institutional arbitration as an hub of international arbitrations, and what can be the two important recommendation or a suggestion to make it more institutionalization so that it get an international recognition.
Yes, yes. Very nice question indeed. The first is the finality of the orders. When I've studied across any countries, the most country like Hong Kong, Singapore, China, why it is considered to be the hub of arbitration. The first is the finality of the orders. Once the arbitral tribunal gives the order or arbitrational council gives the order, it is final, not challengeable by anyone, not challengeable in any court. There is very less intervention of any court. And the second is confidentiality. The confidence that a party puts in the arbitration and the confidentiality that is reposed other is very prominent and very nice to see. And that according to me, these are the two qualities of other international institutional arbitration which India lacks. The first is the finality of the orders, and then the second is confidentiality.
So now, what we should do to make it more institutionalization?
Yes, sir. Coming to the institutionalization, as I have suggested, a collegium type of system should be recognized for the appointment of every members of the arbitral tribunal. Secondly, there should be less intervention from the court, from the government, and confidentiality clause, which is there in 2019, should be imposed by words and by letters, and it should be followed 100%. Then only India can be a hub of arbitration or institutional arbitration.
And what about, madam, finality clause? Finality clause.
Yes, sir. Finality
clause.
Yes, sir. Finality is something like one cannot appeal into the higher court. Where what I've said prior is that finality of order is the charm in any other international arbitration, which we lack in Indian arbitration.
So our mindset is still of adversarial jurisdiction. We have adopted the arbitration, but still we continue the legacy of the court, because
Yes,
most
sir.
of the order in India are challenged whenever there is an arbitration order if it is not of
Yes,
favorable.
and ultimately the party goes to the court, thereby increasing the burden of the court as good as the civil, as good as the common litigation which a party goes, which a party has in the court. So ultimately, it increases the burden of the court. Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, madam.
Yes, sir.
You have defended all your queries. I am satisfied and I congratulate you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Come
sir.
and mute, sir. Come and mute.
Thank you, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, thanks all participants, Bolia sir, and both of us are very happy to listen all these proceedings, and we strongly recommend and for the award of the thesis, and we are going to submit. Best of luck. Congratulations.
A special thanks to Dr. J.P. Desai sir, Dr. Rakesh Molia sir, other than Dr. Vimal Pandya sir, Pailagu to Dr. Vikram Desai sir, my guru. Very thank you.
Now you are Dr. Senat Moria. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
My hard work is fulfilled.
Thank you, doctor.
Thank you to every participant for joining us. Thank you.
Congratulations, madam. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Bhavesh bhai. A very hearty thank you. Thank you. Thank you. sir.
Abhinandan, madam.
Thank you all of
Thank
you.
you, Bhavesh bhai.
खूब
Thank
खूब
you.
अभिनंदन
Thank
शहनाज
you,
मैडम
Bhai. Haji. Thank you,
Yes.
Vikram sir. Thanks for joining.
Very happy to see you all.
Thank you, Firozi.
Congratulations, madam.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Very
Thank you,
happy to
Petra
see you all.
bhai. Yes, thank you, sir. Thank you, Tarkesh.
Congratulations, Shenaz ma'am.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Ma'am, congratulations. खूब खूब अभिनंदन तुमने.
Thank you very much. Thank you. A special thank you to Dr. Vikram Desai sir for joining my Viva. I am highly obliged. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks to my DD Law College staff, administrative as well as teaching staff. A wonderful meeting you all. Take care. God bless. Thank you, Tarkesh.
Congratulations, Shenaz Bin.
Thank you, Manisha ma'am. Very sweet of you.
I have already said that. So now there is no problem. We also calling you.
Thank you, ma'am. Very sweet of you. Thank you.
Many congratulations, Shenaz.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Now we shall end our meeting. Thanks for joining. God bless you.
Yeah, Tarkesh. Tarkesh sir. Okay. Thank you, Tarkesh.
End करी रही है. Stop recording करें.